Back in 2021, I had a friend who has like multiple food sensitivities, autoimmune disease, history of massive sexual trauma and trafficking, ADHD, like more issues, that you can shake a stick at. And it was during the pandemic, and her parents had just gotten vaccinated, and she said that she could feel that their shedding spike proteins were like shutting down her entire body because she was just too sensitive. And she said that, like, on a good day, if she followed 73 steps exactly right, that she could eat and like keep the food down and like actually digest it, and that she was way too destabilized for that to happen. And I was like super desperate, and I was like, damn. I was already doing quantum work, which is like, spooky action and distance, with intention, energy, and frequency, the right energy and frequency and words, and knowing the rules to the game, playing with respect, with permission, with alignment, etc., etc. I was like, why in the hell can I not send her nutrition through the field? And so, like, basically, what I would do is mindfully ingest like all these different nutritional powders and supplements that I had available to me. And then I would like pray and do ritual and chant and like send her whatever she could use from that. Like, not try to send her all of it, but just ask spirit to like basically make available to her whatever her body needed, and make her able to receive it through the quantum field. And like within 24 hours, she totally stabilized. Like, she was so sick that she couldn't even walk across a room. She got dizzy and like knocked a glass over onto the piano and like ruined the whole living room. Like, she was so desperate when she contacted me. It was a mess. Um, and so she started stabilizing after that, and I was like, absolutely, why not? Why can't we send nutrition through the field? And so basically, the first way that I understood that is like, if if you go back to the Edenic contracts, I call them, basically where Earth was a paradise and gave freely to us, and we just had to, steward her and enjoy her bounty, right? I feel like that is our birthright as divine children of Source, fractals and cosmic sovereigns of the one, all that there is. And I said it only stands to reason that because the earth originally wanted us to have access, to all the herbs and foods and nutrition that we would ever need, like, she never wanted capitalism to keep us in separation from these things. And I'm like, well, it only stands to reason that our divine birthright is to be able to receive these things if we are in right relationship to them. So that's the whole thing about, like, you have to decolonize, your mind and your outlook, your worldview. I mean, I have been living in conscious relationship. And I mean, even if the communication is one-sided, the trees don't talk back to me. They do talk back to plenty of psychics, channelers, intuitives. They literally, plenty of people communicate with trees. I've understood that to be true for over 10 years at least. I mean, I met my first animal communicator back in 1995, and I was like, oh, well, obviously that's something that happens. I just like understood these things. I was never really skeptical that any of this was possible. So, yeah, then I realized that there was another quantum healer that I became aware of, that she was doing this thing, Raylene Short of Roots Restored Wellness. And I have received facilitations from her, even though I can do my own. I love to get work from someone else who's really good at it. And so she also does a thing. She calls it embodied nutrition. That's like her trademark for it. That she like gives people access to, plant, mineral, nutritional substances through the field. And I mean, oh yeah, I was talking about decolonizing. So when you realize that like everything is conscious, then you should be in you can potentially be in conscious relationship to everything. So if I can be in conscious relationship to the energy of, a particular plant isn't just its physical manifestation. There is a morphogenetic resonance template that exists in the field. I think that's what Plato meant by his forms. I think there's like a morphogenetic template of everything that has a physical existence, as above, so below. So basically, I just call on the ask, with reverence and permission and making offerings and thanks and Ho'oponopono prayer, approaching with reverence, not entitlement, and ask if I have permission, or if I have permission to put my client in relationship with that morphogenetic field of the substance that their body needs. And, also I had my client go through a reverence ceremony so that, she feels that conscious relationship. But basically, like, I'm doing the work and she's doing it with me. So together we worked to put her in sacred, conscious, reciprocal, respectful relationship with Nigella sativa, which is black seed oil, thymoquinone, because she has a massive parasite infestation. So I just wanted to give you like the lineage of the development of my thought around being able to, access nutrition through the quantum field.